Ladies and gentlemen, taking a quick look at Battle Brothers, a turn-based tactics RPG sent to me by a fan, so thank you very much for that. I've had my eye on it for a decent while now, but I was turned off by a little bit the graphics, and then secondly, just never really got around to picking it up. I don't know, no particular reason. I generally like games like this, I've been interested in it, and now that it was gifted to me, I figured, heck, now's a pretty good time to take a look at it and get that done with. This does have all the DLC, the Lindworm, Beast and Exploration, as well as the Warriors of the North DLC. There's also a fourth DLC coming shortly that I don't know if I get for free with the version that I've got or not. I don't know, we'll see. That one adds something about southern lands and stuff like that, so I don't know. Just more general content, I think it is. But we'll jump into this, do a quick look at it, and see what you guys think of it. If you really like it, we can do a series on it. No problem. A lot of different company origins to go for, where you can start with just like kind of a normal start or as a bunch of peasants, and they have certain traits to them and everything. Like we can never hire anyone that isn't a low-born peasant. We start with a roster of 12 dudes, but they're poorly equipped. We can take up to 16 men at once and have up to 25 in a roster. I'm assuming that's a higher than normal amount. It's just you guys are generally kind of garbage. But if you get them actually properly equipped and everything, that could be pretty strong. And then you got some other stuff like Lone Wolf, where you start as just one dude. Experienced Hedge Knight with great equipment but low funds. You can never have more than a dozen men in your roster though, and if the main dude dies, that's it, that's all. Sounds pretty wild. We'll be going with the tutorial though, because obviously I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm completely new to this game. We're going in as Yeti's Besties. With a random late game crisis, there's just war where the noble houses go to war. I'm assuming they're massive, huge, towering influences that sort of shape the entire world. So everything plunging into chaos through that, I think is the trick. Greenskin invasion, just the greenskins. I'm assuming orcs or trolls or goblins or so. Come on in. Or Undead Scourge, a bunch of dead arise to take back what was once theirs. And if we survive long enough, the other ones will be chosen at random, so there's that. You can also enable permanent destruction, where towns and such that are destroyed during the late game crises are taken out completely. So eventually the entire world, I think, will just crumble and burn and everything. Although I suppose you could maybe make it out of the late game crisis. I don't know if it would loop back around to like Undead Scourge or so if you started with that. I don't know. And the map seed, the usual thing. This is as many characters as I can have. And our flag being, I'm just gonna pretend that's Yeti with his besties. I don't know, it's close enough, right? There's quite a few interesting flags. I quite like the variety of it. And the game recommends beginners, so for the sake of learning, I'm gonna go ahead and go for that. High starting funds as well, Iron Man mode. What happens, happens. That's typically how I play regardless, so I'm gonna leave it off because, I mean, A, it's just a quick look, but B, I need to be able to save when I can for the recording purposes. If something happens to the recording or so, I don't want the entire series to be kind of sort of screwed because of that, but I do abide by the rules, so we'll be going with the bronze mat or so, I suppose. The last battle. It all went wrong. 2 days ago, the company was hired to track down Hoggart the Weasel and his band of raiders. But it was them who found you first, an ambush. Some joke about horses, cut short by an arrow to the throat. Arrows shooting in from everywhere and nowhere. Men holler and scream a great volume before death. As the hail subsides, you draw your weapon with the rest of your men only to collapse to your knees. An arrow has punctured your side, you shout in pain. A hurried glance sees the men charge without you to make a valiant last stand, met in force as steel clashes with steel. You meet eyes with the captain. A last nod before his throat is cut. Fuck. You're left in command now of what few men remain. We're totally screwed. Trembling in pain, you lean on your sword. And with all the will you can muster, slowly rise again. Well, that sounds grim as hell. Wow, yeah, right into it. Jeez. I ain't kidding. Okay, so we get like a little event log going on at the top left here. It gives you the rundown of what the chances of hitting everything was and all that, which is quite good. I'm assuming this is basically scripted at this point. So we've got, I'm assuming the three of us here. We got Reiner, Edward the Slow, and Wilderic against Brigand Thug, and this dude hiding behind a tree. Yeah, that's Hoggart the Weasel. Okay, he is wounded. I wonder if we could, like, get up there and get him? shoot bolt ability uses 3 AP and builds up 5 fatigue. We have 9 AP. No fatigue. No head armor. Ugh. Alright, sure. I see. I get it. I don't know exactly how much health they've got, but I guess we'll just go for shooting the bolt. You think they can reach me from here? Probably not. Maybe. 57% chance to hit, 13% chance to hit. Ugh. Line of fire blocked by this guy. Got it. So short. Go for that. Nailed him. Did a couple things to him. Pierced arm muscles. He's got double grip and wavering. I don't know of a way to actually check and see what that stuff does. And then for 4 AP and 20 fatigue, we can reload, and we do have only so much ammo. Sure, and then can we retreat a bit? Fall back a little. Our spear dude. For us, just a simple attack type thing. Spear wall. It's a melee Overwatch type thing. Okay, sure. Knockback. Use a shield to knock them back a bit. Pretty good hit chance. And shield wall. Protect a sense until next turn. And everybody popping shield wall next to each other just get a bunch of resistances. Okay, we'll I think we back up a little bit. To here, so we can still do the whole spear wall type thing. And then for you, you have just a standard attack like usual, round swing. Reckless round swing, not hard to evade. Can hit my own men. And then split shield to break a shield. Okay, they don't have shields, so we don't really care about that very much. You could move in. That moves you into the opponent's zone of control. I don't really want that. We want to just hang back behind the spear, I think. Yeah, he's moving up, not quite enough though. He's also moving up. He got up to the crossbow, man, but doesn't have enough to really do a whole lot. So we can shoot you point blank, only a 66 hit chance. That ain't great, but I guess try it. Nice. And we cannot reload because we're engaged in melee. Alright. Fine. So let's, wait turn. So you're now at the end of the queue. In the zone of control. That's like, do they have like, I think there's some attack of opportunity thing going on or so. Is that what's near death fleeing warmed up? Okay. Oh, 6 AP, 6 AP. Oh, fuck. That's all 6 AP? Sure. Okay, I screwed that up. But that's okay. Do you have range with this at all? No, not really. Okay. So just scoot up to him. We'll see about, I guess just stab him in the face. I'd like to stab him and also knockback, but we don't have enough AP for that. And he's also retreating now, I think. No, wavering. His flag's not quite out yet, I see. Okay, sure. And then you can get your reload off because the dude next to you is retreating. Alright. I get it. And all of it. Swinging and missing. I guess just go for the standard melee. Just blammo. Rip. And that's basically your turn. I'm not going to move you at all. The guy who was retreating back here, I wonder if he was actually retreating or if he's just hanging out there behind the tree waiting for me. I kind of thought he'd be hanging out, like shooting me and all that. And he's supposedly fleeing, but he didn't actually do anything this turn. Alright, got him. Cool, not bad. Yeah, it's pretty much what you'd expect with that. Quick rundown of kills and how much damage you dealt overall and the experience that we get. Cool, cool. loot-wise, we've got some ground grains and a bandage. And we found a wooden stick and a short sword. A lot of inventory space. You're alive. You won. The adrenaline fades, and in its wake, you can't help but sink back to the ground. Gritting your teeth, you snap the arrow's shaft. Your chest heaves, pain for breath, everything blurs. The company has been devastated, cut down to but a few men, and that bastard Hoggart just did justice to his name, fleeing like the weasel he is. What now, Captain? A voice says from behind. It's Edward the Slow who sits down beside you, bedding his bloodied axe on his legs. You turn to him to reply, but before you can answer, he continues. Bernard's dead, they slit his throat. He was a good man and a damn good leader, but all it took was one mistake. That makes you the one in charge now, don't it? Rainer joins the two of you, still breathing heavily, then Wilderic. Oh, okay. Captain, wasn't actually in that battle. It's like a playable thing, I think. Okay. Because we only had 3 dudes. Save the ceremony and anointments for another day. Let's give the men a good burial and return to Krokendorf to collect our pay. The Weasel's men are slain after all. Besides, Captain, we ought to see to that to win before we lose you too. Wouldn't want to leave Rainer in charge, right? I guess because I was like super duper wounded or whatever, I wasn't in that battle or so. Is there... No, we just have the 3 people. Okay, that's fine. We have stash and also perks. Whoa. Okay. Quite a lot of stuff. Quite a lot. Looks like we got a lot of weapon masteries here, yeah. Mace mastery, polearm, spear mastery, bow mastery. Sure. You've got a wooden shield in good shape, a spear in good shape. Everything's in good shape. Wilderic is pretty set. How are you? Also quite good. Everybody seems to be quite okay. Oh, you've got a knife. Okay. Didn't realize you had a knife, but sure. I'm assuming we could dual wield? No? Okay. That, like, is definitely a shield slot. I guess I'll keep the spear for you. It's like a cool melee Overwatch type deal. You're just a really hard hitter, but man, 6 AP. Edward the Slow is right. That's pretty brutal. That ain't great. +1 vision. Dissatisfied. Won a battle. Lost most of the company. Ugh. Builds up 2 less fatigue for each tile traveled. Okay. So we got our perks there. We get perks here. We get a massive stash. All sorts of stats going on. Sure. The map. It's pretty big. Whoops. Shift comes back to me. Yeah, that's quite large. And it looks like there's even more stuff out here, it seems. Okay, to Krokendorf to get paid. Unpause. Go there. What a sorry display it must be for the onlookers as you arrive in Krokendorf. 4 bloodied and beaten mercenaries down on their luck. The men who hired the company days ago, Conrad the councilman, no doubt expected you to return in a more glorious fashion. Still, he welcomes you to his house and offers bread and wine while the servant fetches a healer. Few words are exchanged, except for the occasional grunt and wheeze as an elderly man with shaky hands tends to your wounds. A pin pierces your skin, the first of many stitches to come. You grit your teeth till you think you hear one break. Conrad the councilman sits beside you and asks if you took care of Hoggart. You shake your head. We killed his men, but the weasel eluded our blades in the end. Either ways are on a glowing fire poke, goblet of wine. You did well, sellsword. The brigands have been removed, though it's a shame that Hoggart still lives. We expect to get paid. He gasps, naturally. 400 crowns as agreed upon. Wonder may I make use of your services one more time. I'd very much like to be the end of this headache that is Hoggart once and for all. And I would pay you again, of course, another 400 crowns. Is that a lot? The company's in ruin, but we will rebuild it. Without the Yeti's besties, Edward the Slow would drink the crowns away and end up begging on the streets. And Rainer, by the gods we all know, he'd go chasing the womenfolk until one stove his rotted head in? until one stove has rotted head in. We need the Yeti's besties. It's all we have. What say you, Captain? Kill that bastard Hoggard or not, it's up to you, Captain. I suppose? Sure. My little birds will need some time to find where Hoggard is hiding his hide now. In the meantime, I suggest you see about stocking up on supplies so that you'll be good and ready to end this when the time comes. Shall see you in a few days' time at the latest. You need more men? I know I gave a big speech back there, but bravado won't do shite. Need to get more warm bodies in the ranks. Bodog's town's got a desperate peasant or two looking for new life. We'll do it. And here we are, in the town. A small fishing village made up of a few humble huts. The harbor for foreign trade ships and local fishermen be able to book passage by sea to other parts of the continent. The marketplace for just all sorts of goods. New wares every few days. And hire. Every few days new people will arrive and other people will travel on. So we'll take a look at that. We do have quite a bit of money. 2,900 doesn't seem too terrible. Some fishermen, they're used to physical labor. We don't know about their trait yet. They have a daily wage and then the upfront. Sure. Just all of them? Try out? Give them a proper tryout to reveal his hidden character traits, if any. Alright. Cost a little bit of money, not much. -5 melee, he's clumsy. Oh, I see. 42 for the tryout. I mean, I'll probably pick them all up regardless, so it's kind of just a waste of money trying them out. Fear of beasts, -10 resolve when in battle with beasts. That one's greedy. Will demand higher daily payment than others with a similar background, as well as being first to leave if you ever run out. Well, fast to leave. Sure. And you're swift and bright. Ranged defense and better experience gain. Well, I mean, like I said, you're all hired, because I don't think we can be too choosy right now. We can have up to 20 people, so I guess we go for it. Did you come in with gear? Hardly. A throwing net and a knife. Well, I'm assuming the knife is a really quick attack. Not really, 4 AP. Ugh. Gross, and if we give you a club, also 4 AP. At least you can do knockout and tend to just stun or incapacitate. Stun units cannot keep up their shield wall, spear wall, or similar defensive skill. You like throw a net and bash him with a stick? I like it. I like the sound of that. You're hired. Perfect. Well, we'll also rename you a thing, I think. Dasix, Yeren is the Fisher Basher Man thing. We'll see about maybe buying you some armor too. Depends how expensive that stuff is. And we got Goody with a net and also a short sword, although your stats are a bit interesting. You've got 3 stars for hit points, which tells me that, like, that's going to be significantly good and definitely something that you should keep an eye on. But compared to Dasix, you actually have less health than him. So I'm not sure. Like, there's a star icon on this too, 25% chance to start the battle at confident morale. Is that because your fatigue is cool and, like, you're super morale awesome because your hit points are high? Is that what it's getting at? But then the range skill doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. 40 range skill is, I guess, a bit higher. Maybe it just increases super quickly? That could be. I could maybe see that. So you've kind of got an affinity with ranged weapons, so maybe that's something we keep in mind. We got Little Me also. You didn't actually come in with a weapon, but you came in with, like, a cool hood, I guess. So there's that. So I gave you a knife. We'll definitely have to do some shopping after this to see what else we can muster together. And Rakita Vashbear is in as well. Also came in with basically nothing except a knife, because you weren't even a fisherman. So I guess that's the thing to keep in mind too. And with the second hand free, the character can firm a double grip on his weapon and inflict additional damage. Can you do that with a knife? You double hand the knife. I guess what that is. I also moved around the organization a little bit, so the ranged dude is in the back row. So I'm thinking I'm doing this right. Eduard the Slow is now Chivo the Slow. You don't have the double grip thing, although I guess it's a two-handed weapon, so your offhand wouldn't be free, right? -5 resolve, -10 initiative. Jesus Christ, man. Can only have steady morale or worse. Like, fucking hell. Chivo. Spearman renamed to Rogue as well. Dissatisfied, can only have steady morale or worse. You're a Spartan. No joy in eating. Will use less provisions, as well as not leaving you as fast should you ever run out of provisions entirely. But you're superstitious. Minus 10 resolve against morale checks for fear, panic, and mind control. Mind control? Excuse me? Okay. And the Few as our archer in the back line. I guess I'll keep the knife on you. I should keep that in mind that you have a knife, so when people close in melee, you can maybe go ahead and do that, because I think it gave like a puncture attack type deal. Yeah. At the armor's weak spots. Completely ignores armor, but it's a harder hit to do. Minus 15%. As far as the marketplace goes, they've got a bit. Not a whole lot, but a bit. They got like medical supplies and provisions and stuff, the tools and supplies and ammo, and we buy that, and then when we get out to the world map, it gets added to our general stockpiles. We're generally looking okay, I think, though. We use 15 provisions per day, so we're good for 3 days at most. Individual provisions may eventually run bad. So maybe we... Oh yeah, these spoil in 6 days. Maybe we do a bit of food. Looks like the smoked ham's good for 12 days, but it's fairly expensive. So we'll go for the dried fish, 8 days. Pick up a couple of those. So we're okay on food then, certainly. For 6 days. That's when stuff starts to rot, so that's good. Tools and supplies. Repairing all the equipment will take 8 hours. Requires 3 tools and supplies. We can carry 200 units at most. So that we use to repair stuff. 1 point is required to repair 15 points of an item. I don't know where or how we repair stuff, but that seems to be okay. Ammunition's plenty okay, and medical supplies seems just fine. Which brings us down to the weapons. We have no good way to compare, I think. Okay. So we got Little Me now with the bow and arrows, the Fused with the crossbow and bolts, Chivo still is the same, Goody's got the cool mace, Rakita Vashbear has a short sword, and then Dosix has the wooden club. About the best I can do currently. I think we're okay with it. We can head out, I believe. I'm still not really entirely sure on repairing things, but oh well. To the Herbalist Grove. Medicinal plants and roots. Is that actually something we can go to? Trading caravan. Okay. So yeah, spacebar to pause, definitely. We'll head over to I don't know. Eulenburg, maybe? Oh no, okay, here. Along the way, as Trogenschacht's skyline appears on the horizon, the Few speaks a word with you. Never been there before, been around a lot of cities like it. It's great for selling goods. Something, something, something. Good tavern, go there first. The Few Chaser said you say that every time we stop into town. Oh, Chivo, always wanting to drink. Jeez. Yeah, we'll probably pop into the bar and see, I guess. Yeah, they got a tavern, definitely. Ambushed trade routes. The roads leading here are unsafe of late. Many caravan have been ambushed and plundered. With a little successful trade, the selection of goods is lower and the price is higher. And we already have a contract. Okay, so that's where we select those. And a refuge, wounded and pray for salvation. Okay, well, I mean, if we leave, I mean, there's trade caravans like right there. Are either of them coming this way? Maybe it helps out the prices when they show up. You're just going right by, huh? There's Dawn's March. Hi. Hello, Dawn's March. Can we talk? No? Okay. Okay, bye. I guess not. And everything's closed now. So I guess tavern. Share news and rumors with the patrons. Cost 27 or pay for a round with our men. 48. Heard some fancy fat merchants or so from Krakendorf is looking to hire armed guards the other day. Alright. What else you got? Bunch of lowlifes tried raiding a caravan of the plains a long way from here. They all got slain, but rumor has it that some valuable weapon went missing during the fight. The caravan guards have been searching for it frantically since. Alright. There we go. Everybody's eager and in good spirits now. It's nice. Pay for another round. And another drunk. Makes the hardship of the days disappear. Ah. Alright. So what's drunk do for you? Higher resolve, but everything else is terrible. 50% chance to be followed by a hangover. Will be gone by tomorrow. Okay. Well, so there's that. Just hang out and wait, I guess? Was I able to go into the temple? No, that's definitely closed too. Farmhand, apprentice, messenger, mason. Maybe the mason? He doesn't have anything fancy. Nice. Robert. He's about as plain can be. Welcome, sir. I need to get some gear for you. Blame Ben, welcome aboard. Whoa, 55 minutes ago with 3 stars. I'm gonna assume that's a cool thing. So, into the market. Oh, goat cheese. Yum yum. Hell yeah, I'll pick up some goat cheese. Absolutely. A staff sling. A hood that's in kind of rough shape. Max fatigue -1 padded cloth cap. I'm not sure how armor works, because there's not like an armor stat going on. It's just the armor's health. Get you that, I suppose, and yeah, a proper spear, how about? Maybe we get a proper shield as well. So, we gotta find what's-his-butt. We had seen him out here by Maramon. This is where the battle took place, so I'd assume he retreated up and around somewhere in this direction? Ah, return. Okay. Maybe they've got some info for me. Finally, you're here. I've got good news. Got a hold of one of Hoggart's former men. Okay, okay. Knows where a Hoggart is. Small hut in the steppe to the northwest. Cool. Hoggart knows the Yeti's besties is on his heels. We'll have gathered more Ben since the last time we met him. Uh-oh. We'll return with his head. Maybe. Let's head over and do it, and then I think we'll conclude our quick look there. Again, it is just like, I'm trying to like do actual honest-to-God quick looks that don't last hours upon hours. We'll actually make it a quick look and just get a taste of the game. And then you guys let me know what you think. So we'll do this battle, and then we'll end it there. It seems pretty legit. Lock camera, toggle tracking footprints. Okay, sure. We can also camp. Ah, okay. You heal and are... you heal faster and repair faster, but we're also vulnerable to being caught in a surprise attack. And then there's factions and stuff. Oh yeah. The main houses and the obituary. Okay, yeah, sure, cool. Scout reports that he has seen the following: a few brigand thugs and a brigand poacher. Let's do it! Go, 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 go! Whoa, what a scary loading screen that is. Oh my god, could you imagine fighting something like that? I don't think this is... So I think this is like just our vision. There's a hidden opponent here, so there are more dudes than this, but we just don't see them because we don't have enough range for it. But we got... Obviously my dudes are facing to the right, their dudes facing to the left, so we get a few guys in before they get to do a whole lot, which is quite cool. I like that. So we can go ahead and move you up. Basically as far as you can. Yo, and we spotted another guy. That's Hoggart. He acts in 2 turns. 4 turns, 5 turns, 8 turns. Okay, so that'll be a little while. So he goes pretty soon, but he's just got a sword and shield by the looks of it. Obviously, we can't hit him from way back here. Quick shot. Ah, it's difficult to see, but there is a range for that. Okay, I don't want to do that though. 8 AP for the aimed shot. It does a little more damage. Slightly more range. With a plus 10% chance to hit. And -2 per tile, whereas that's -4. So with that, you could go for these guys. But I think we'll wait. Get some room cleared out. Oh. A little hill going on here. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, maybe scoot up to here. You can't throw a net or anything like that. Might as well scoot up a little more, I suppose. He's coming up. Can't do a whole lot. That's fine. We can scoot you up a little bit and go for a spear wall type thing, so if somebody moves in, you get the free attack. Prevent the opponents from closing in. So like, if you were here and did that, they try to move to this tile, they get hit and are stuck back at this tile then? It seems. We'll get you coming around. I guess we'll try it. Ow. Swing and a miss. That's the knockback. Riposte. Immediately counterattack any opponent that tries to attack in melee and misses. But it has a harder time hitting. Okay. Well, we got a 2v1 going up there. He's going to be helping out. We'll have the axe in there. That'll be a couple of rounds though, I think. I think we'll get you up a little bit on the south end. And then just end your turn there. This spear, we can get over here and go for a spear wall. Just like kind of lock down that whole area up there, you know? And the crossbow. Not a tremendous chance to hit many things. There's people standing in the way. This is a pretty okay shot though. Distance of 5, and he's also got a shield, which ain't great. But I can't really get my axe dude up to chop him, so it sort of is what it is. We could scoot you up to here. I don't think that improved the hit chance very much. Nah, still distance 5. I didn't want to move up to here because then our spear's in the way. And 46 against him. Actually a better chance to take out the archer a little bit. Go for that. Way short. Okay, a fine try. Yeah, just get up there. He's not feeling too great. He's wavering a bit. A fucking coward. And the bow. Can't do an aimed shot. We'll just go for the quick shot. Yeah, that ain't so great. Okay, maybe we really should have gone for the aimed shot. Ugh. Ugh. Reload and fire again. Okay. Our club. We could go for a knockout or throw net. We could actually do both. The throw net has a range of 3 tiles, builds up a bunch of fatigue, but you're okay. We'll always hit if the enemy's immune. Prevents them from moving or defending effectively, though. Would be kind of good to get a net thrown at him, but I suppose we can do that with Goody. Well, let's throw the net at this guy, since he's a bit surrounded. And we'll go for knocking out the brigand thug. Damn. Okay, that's fine. Throw the net. Knockout. Nice. And I think just slash him, right? Slash bonus, surrounded bonus, armed with shield. Trapped in net. Could also go for knockback. I guess just swing at him and go for a riposte. 2 bow shots with him. He broke the net and attacks. We riposted. We can go for splitting his shield. Guaranteed hit chance. There we go. Shield's gone. Good, good. Ah. Okay, so he does the attack by opportunity thing too. You can go for that aimed shot. You can't move if you want to do an aimed shot. If we go quick shot, 18%. Alright, aimed shot. Just fell short. Scoot up, thrust him. I have a hard time knowing like what some of these icons are and stuff. I think you might just have to, just eventually memorize what they are and what they do and stuff, because there's not like a way I can select them, it seems, to like really see exactly what their abilities are and everything. I can knock him back a little bit, I guess. I don't know. I think the benefit of that is you could go the knockback and then put up the spear wall to like keep them back. And everybody's in the way for this? No, not everybody. You can do that, I guess, because it volleys over, right? Way off. Poke him and poke him. Whittling him down. Bit of an archer war going on the side. Move up into the zone of control. Go for him because he's surrounded. He's the easier target. Go for the knockout, 59%. Or just go for a hit. Also 59%. Alright, go for the stun then. Try again. Bummer. Managed to stun him. That's good. Can step up once. Round swing would be a very bad idea, so just split, man. 49% chance to hit. Balls. Take too long to get up there, right? Just because I think maybe the archer wouldn't be able to fire so much then. I think we go for that, actually. Ah, you can't quite make that? No, yeah, you can. It's just warning me from the attack of opportunity thing going on. And you're beaten down. That's okay. I mean, there's only so much I could really do. And we got too many guys in the way for the ranged attacks to be effective. Line of fire blocked now. I'm not exactly sure how you don't have that line of fire, how he's in the way there. He's still in the way. Not a fan of that. Hoggart's out. Let's just scoot up to here and the turn there so the club can maybe get down there and do something. Got him with the 63%. Okay, we hit something finally with ranged. Poor little me suffering from the hangover, so your accuracy is just awful. Oh, you've got a shield. Oh, damn it. I should have gone for breaking a shield. My fault. Didn't notice. There's some okay damage. And now you're exhausted. Yeah. Alright. Well. I guess that's that. Seriously, your hit chance. How is he in the way? I don't get that. What? 13%. Just fucking throw it. Awful, awful hit chance with all of that. Yeah, we locked down the range. That's good. We can break your shield. Go for a stun. Did that work? Stunned. Can't step up. Ah, not enough. You're too fatigued. Let's just bash him. Stab them both. Spear seems kind of okay. I never moved anybody out of the way for you. So I guess come down here. Yeah. Enemy retreats. Fucking run them down. Absolutely run them down. Or are they thinking running away? Hell's nah. There we go. Yeah, I keep the Vosh bears out. That sucks. Well. That is what it is, you know? Alright. Then yeah, bunch of stuff. 100 crowns, some dried fruits, amber shards. Traders will pay good coin for that. Tool supplies, ammo. Some better weapons and such. Definitely has like a Mountain Blade Warband feel to it, the whole thing. Just like building up your army and taking what you can get here and there and getting by and picking up contracts for a bit of coin, grabbing up more dudes for the army and slowly building your way up. I imagine much like Mountain Blade, you'll eventually run into just some fight that's like just really fucking terrible luck and you lose everything and you have to start all over again, which is just absurdly annoying to do after a couple times. I'd hope there's maybe a faster way to do it in this. Like, it seems like it's generally easier to get money, so maybe it's not so bad. Hoggart lies dead in a pool of his own blood, skewered into a grotesque and panicked pose. He didn't weasel his way out of this one. You put a boot on his corpse and look to your men. For the company, for all the men who have fallen, the few spits on the dead man's face. Well, or keep the Vashbear's face. The few. Let's take that bastard's head and get back to Krakendorf. Yes, that's his ugly mug. Alright, servants, pay this man the money. As long as there's blood coursing through our veins, as long as we can hold sword and shield, there shall stand our company. All through the realm, the people will know the Yeti's besties. The men cheer. Rogue puts his hand on your shoulder. You did well, Captain. No matter where you lead us, the men will follow you as brothers in battle. Thanks, Rogue. As brothers. Okay, and there's some more dudes there because it's been a few days. An actual, like, tailor instead of just a bunch of fisher dudes. So, like, it hugely matters also what towns you go to then also. Like, this place it's pretty small. It's obviously a fishing town. We got Harkenstadt over here, which is a pretty big looking town. They got fishing huts and militia barracks and an amber collector in ruins. Like, we should head there to drop off our amber bits and bubs. They've actually got a militia barracks, so it could be there's actual people to recruit who actually know what they're doing. You know? So, like, I guess there's that. Damn, it is interesting, though. I'd be up for playing more of this, I think, but again, I don't really know at what point we'd consider a playthrough done. We just have to go with it for a while and see what happens, and at some point just make a quick goal and finish it up, you know? But I like it. I can definitely see how it can get really difficult, like super duper quickly. And there's still a couple things I don't understand. Maybe I watch the tutorial videos that the game's got just to get like a quick rundown. Sitting and jesting with the men while they check their kit, hone their blades, and mend their armor, your mind wanders off to thinking about new ideas for improving the company and its reputation across the lands. What is your conclusion, and what do you tell the men? A dozen dudes? Or allies? I guess a dozen dudes. I don't know. Sure. So now we have like a little bit of an ambition for that, and the ambitions I'm assuming are like just some form of something to do to keep you going, I guess. Okay, yeah, I think I'll leave it there. Again, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment, rate the video, all that kind of stuff. If you're interested in seeing a series of this, definitely give me a shout. If there's a lot of people who'd be up for that, I'll just go ahead and do it. Otherwise, I'll put it on for the Patreon vote. let me know.